All right, any smart homeowner gets a couple of estimates before having a new roof installed. We get second opinions on major medical decisions, and some of us even ask for multiple opinions before we buy a dress. Shouldn't your money get the same consideration? Joining me with more in this sponsored segment, Cory Sickles of Safe Harbor Retirement Group. Hi, Cory.
Hi, Robin.
All right, you know, there are so many things we get second opinions on, and we don't even think twice about it. And sometimes when it comes to your finances, people just assume one is enough, right?
You know, the way I would look at it, you know, you only get one shot at retirement.
Right.
And you want to make sure that you do it the right way as well, just like a medical decision or putting a new roof on. You know, so I think it's very important to make sure that you're invested the right way. You know, the big part is you want to make sure you understand the products that you're in. So, you know, a big part of it, as we kind of go through like a second opinion, is just education and letting the client know exactly what they have as well.
And oftentimes it could be that their current financial advisor, and they may not even realize, might be doing things that aren't in their best interest, right? And they maybe didn't have that conversation with them.
So one of the big things that I think that, you know, we hear this a lot in our industry, and that's being a fiduciary. And I think you definitely want to make sure you're working with an advisor that has a fiduciary responsibility to you, which means they're going to recommend products that are in your best interest.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of advisors out there that just have what we call suitability, which means they just have to recommend a product that's suitable for you. But in most cases, any product's suitable for anybody. So, you know, by them recommending certain products, that means they might make a little bit more in commissions and things like that. So it's very important to not only to make sure that we're recommending products that are right for you, because everyone's situation is different. Everyone's in different, you know, you're in a different time frame. So there's going to be different products, and we want to make sure we're doing the right thing for our clients.
Talk about transparency and really the importance, Cory, when you're talking about a relationship that has all of your money at stake, right?
Yep. It's very important to be transparent because you need to know the products you know that you're invested into. You know, do I actually have any type of surrender fees if I get in? You know, if I get in and out of it, how long do I have to be in this particular product? What type of fees am I paying? So there's a lot of things that kind of go involved with the transparency. And you know, for our clients, I want them to know exactly the products that they have. So we do a lot of education, but more importantly, they need to understand exactly what type of fees they're paying, because fees can erode, you know, the long-term, you know, increase in your account values over time as well.
And so having a second opinion, can that help lower your fees?
It can. I'm not going to say in all cases.
Yeah.
But one of the nice parts is when you go through a second opinion with us, we're going to review your current portfolio. We're going to come back and show you the exact fees that you're paying. And then if you do want to, you know, become a client of ours, we're going to show you the types of fees that you'll pay with us, and we can compare that as well.
And I know regular meetings, you say you meet with your clients at least every year. And what if people aren't doing that and don't have that kind of catch-all meeting to meet with their advisor and see where things stand? You
know, it's so easy anymore, whether you want to do a conference call or, you know, Zoom's become so popular. I think it's so important to meet with your advisor at least face-to-face once a year, whether that's via Zoom now or via, you know, face-to-face, especially over the last 18 months. The market's been crazy. You know, how you're invested, are there ways to be able to protect the assets that you have? There's a lot of questions that clients really should be asking their advisors today, because the market's very unstable, and you want to make sure that you're invested the right way as well. And the only way you can do that is if you meet annually. And, you know, one of the things that we try to do with our clients every year is redo your risk tolerance as well. Today, your risk tolerance might be a 50 score-wise, but 2 years from now you're going to be retiring, and what you'll find is you're going to get more conservative as you get closer to retirement, and your portfolio needs to follow that.
And a second opinion, you always like to say, it doesn't always mean that your current situation is bad. It could show that it's great, that everything you're doing is par for the course.
That's exactly right. So, I mean, the worst thing that could happen is you come in and you sit down with me or sit down with us, and we're going to come back and show you, you know what, everything you're doing is good.
Yeah.
Right? But you don't really know that answer until you actually kind of sit down and go through the process. And we're only talking about a couple hours, 2 meetings to kind of show you, where you are today and what we might be able to do to help you in the future.
Okay, and then how do they do that? How does it work with your office?
It's very simple. They can give us a call at 614-760-0670 or visit our website at safeharboroh.com. All meetings are complimentary. and there's no obligation, but I think it'll be in everyone's best interest to kind of go through the process just to see where you are today.
All right, absolutely. There you go. All the information up there for you, Cory with Safe Harbor. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Robin.